Yes, hello friends, welcome back. It's time to travel to the Gilded Vale, but first, it seems I have gained in power. Let's see, what should I take here? Stealth? No. I'm not sneaky at all. Lore? Absolutely, I'm very intelligent. What else do we have? Mechanics? Hey, overrated survival? I mean, I know nothing about it now, why should I know more? Long-term bonuses each time they camp. How interesting. It makes me more powerful. Lore it is. Ooh, I get additional spells. Let us see, friends. No, not cold. That seems useful. We'll take that one. Talents, you say? What does Blast do? It seems like something I would take. Yes. Let's see what this is. Probably not. Oh, protective shield, yes. This is very good. I often get myself into trouble for some reason. Hang on, was there more? Oh my, there's many choices here. Just general. Interesting. What have we here? Let me be very fast as well as very powerful. No, I think we've made the right choice. There, we'll keep it. Oh, now it's time to travel to the Gilded Vale. Maybe? Ooh, Defiance Bay. That looks interesting. Perhaps I have to go to Valewood first. Yes, it looks like that's the case. 6 hours. Fair enough. I'm by myself. I still have a disease, I think. I don't think I've eaten my not death berries yet. But we don't need to worry about that. Welcome. Oh, hello, friend. You look to have fallen down and become a corpse. Yeah, at least you have some camping supplies. Thank you, friend. This looks like a safe pass. It should no way could be ambushed. What have we here? Blood moss, of course. Yeah, let's go to the not ambush pass. Surely this will be fine. See? Everything is fine. Oh, hello! What were you? Is that one of the things I see again? Just, randomly see and hear things? Let's explore over here. Oh, hello, now I found a friend. There you are. Let's see. I think we should do some magic here. Take that! Oh my, still coming. Oh, he's nearly dead. One little hit shot to take care of it. There we go. Problem solved. Excellent work, me. What have we here? I see, I am progressing my bestiary. Ooh, are these the death berries? No, they are not. Out of this writ. Very interesting. Oh, I could go that way. It's down here, you think? Hello! Shattered pieces of a crater strewn across the dirt, along with a few muddy vegetables. I'm not really hungry for muddy vegetables. Not today, friends. The grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned. Well, there's a tent on the other side here. Let's go say hello. Greetings, friend. Well, friend, are you having trouble with your darn thing?
Good day to you.
Good day. On the way south, is it? Oh, yes, yes, of course. Gilded Vale, I say. I do look to be a long way from home. No offense taken, of course. Why is this not the place to go wandering alone, you say? The sooner you get crazy, the better, you think, huh? Oh, what should I tell him? Oh, I'm only passing through. I mean to reach Gilded Vale. Headed the right way, shouldn't be too much further. There's no missing it if you keep down that road. Good. But I want to keep clear of this place after that. We were just attacked north of here. You and a friend of yours, huh? Came out to hunt some deer, you say? Came up on a bear instead? Oh, my. Poor friend. Rest in peace, Burley. Rest in peace. In any case, the boar's already cost you a friend, you say? I see. You'll be headed home. Let me ask, who are you, friend? Name's not born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't a spot of accent. Like in Burley, you suppose. Yeah, fair enough. It's true. It's true. Bear did not get you. I know what happened to your friend. The bear got him. Where did you find this bear? The cave ways up that way. Wouldn't seek it out if I were you. Great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear it took another life. That's fair. Yes, good advice. Thank you, Norton. Appreciate your time. Farewell. What have we over here? Oh, this looks like a good direction to go. Let's check this. What have we here? Oh look, a young wolf. No uses left, you say? Well, we'll do that once. And then we'll use this. That'll be fine, right? There we go. Shields up, friend. That wolf is quite beefy. Oh, let's see. Well, I took a little damage, but not terrible. That's fine. sir. Certainly meant to do that, yes. Not a misclick at all. Not at all. Gilded Vale time. Let's go. 8 hours. Okay. Sleep is overrated anyway. Ew, a stronghold, you say? Interesting. I will devote it to research. Oh, coming to Gilded Vale in the rain at night. It seemed like a perfect wizard entrance. Oh, greetings. This looks like a friendly town. For a wizard
You
to
must be
speak
one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be
Yes,
pleased
hello,
to know
sir.
that we've had some recent vacancies here.
I see that. Very nice. I assume the rent is cheap. Is this how you... I feel at home already. Yes.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
Sired a Hollowborn child. No, I have not.
Are you absolutely certain?
I mean,
Lord Raderick has made it his
Pretty
first
certain.
priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
understood.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
I see. Well, you seem like kind people.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We
Oh,
can
I see.
continue our interview
Very
then,
good.
after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
No, we will not be talking about biowax, I can tell you that. Let's see. What should I ask about? I mean, he certainly seems friendly. Let's ask about the Hollowborn. You said something about Hollowborn and Widewind's legacy before. Forgot you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. Oh, I see. Children born without souls. That does not sound good. Would not recommend. Pitiful dumb things that breathe barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are punishment from the gods. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints of War, and so the name Widewind's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. Oh, I see. Thank you for sharing. Lord Radric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. Oh, I'm quite sure. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. You'll want to mind where you mentioned that. Trespassing within ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Beareth have mercy, we certainly have. Maybe so. Yeah, guess I can't not mention the biowac, huh? Okay. I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with the biowac. Is there someone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak.
No, I
Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, definitely.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
So, is the bottle in her pocket then? Or is there poop I have to dig through? I'm confused. Well, anyway, thank you for your time. Goodbye, friend.
Keep out of...
Oh, hello. The bell has rung.
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
A wizard arrives precisely when he means to.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Oh, what happened? Now, no more details from the messengers arrived. Vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that's not your concern. Oh, I see. Very good. What do you mean? You come at us at a time of mourning. The legacy is struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of birth must be redoubled. Oh, I see. Yes, very good. I guess I'll ask the selfish question. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. Advise you to get some rest. The inn, or a stable for all I care. Meet me afterwards. I'll know more soon enough. Well, you keep being friendly, good man. The best of welcome wagons, no doubt. Farewell. I think we'll go this way. Hello, villager. And then I told her that's not the pistol. Hello. What was it then, if not the pistol? I'm confused. Hello, let's go in here. Greetings, Blackhound. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Oh, hello there. As I near, I feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to me. Huh. Well, I suppose I'll reach out for it. I'm curious as to what this is. I see a man soar through the air, hitting a nearby wall with a nauseating crunch. Oh, that doesn't sound good. His attacker, a burly, clean-cut warrior with a carnivorous grin, turns and shoves his fist into the stomach of another assailant, removing another from the impromptu blow. The brawler is a whirlwind of elbows, knees, fists, and feet with no end in sight, and he's in his element. In the corner, 3 smaller men speak quietly, throwing malicious glances at the larger man in the center. He breaks a chair over a tattooed head, cackling. The trio position themselves in 3 parts of the room. With a terse nod, they charge. Unfortunately for them, the man sees them coming. Something in his eyes burns brightly, and all 3 slump to the ground in an agony that's all in their minds. The burly man bows to a room of the unconscious and incapacitated before sauntering out, off-key whistle trailing behind him. So wait, this guy... Is he the one kicking the booty, or is he the guy flying through the air? Interesting. May you be the booty kicker, sir. We don't need to reach out again. Yes, hello. Oh, Shakes Marion, huh? Yeah, I guess we reach out for this one too. What happens? See the emaciated boy in chains, black holes for eyes, staring sightlessly at a wall. Man in a dark coat walks in, a scroll and oddly shaped quill in his hand. The boy glances at him expressionless, the corpse waiting for animation. The man clucks at him, disapproval clear in his tone. The boy stands, limbs hanging. The man takes the quill and begins to write up the boy's chest, copying sharp, angular symbols from the scroll. Well, this is interesting. The child doesn't flinch as the quill digs into his skin, drawing blood as it goes. The wizard finishes with a flourish and barks some arcane command, setting the symbols to glow dully. The boy cries out, near his knees hitting the stone hard, his chest burning black and red. Finally, the glow disappears, leaving only hard black scars etched into his skin. He snaps sideways, twitching the eyes facing the back of his skull. The wizard grunts, kicking him in the leg on his way out. Pleasant. Shakes, huh? Are you a wizard, friend? What about Sila here? Can I also reach out to your vibrant history? Okay, let's see what we have here. See a long, empty road cutting through two large crop fields. The air is silent, and the land seems too still for early afternoon. The woman walks slowly down the road, leading a horse, curiously looking around. She seems to sense something wrong, but is unable to discern what it is. She stops, sniffing in the air, her nose high, her brow crinkles, and she casts about looking for something. The air is clear, no clouds. She sniffs again, still looking around, confusion clouding her face, mouthing a single word. Fire? She looks out across the fields, her confusion turning to fear. She holds her hands up to block the sun from her eyes and scans the fields again. Not finding what she's looking for, she jumps on her horse's back, the fear quickly becoming panic. She kicks, sending the horse shooting down the path, which bends around some trees to where the farmhouse should be. She pulls up short, horror now in residence on her face, as she stares at the burned and charred mess that used to be her family's home. Tears well in her eyes as she kicks again, racing to the rubble. Huh. Well then, you're an interesting trio of people. I'd say hello, but seems I don't have the option. Yes, hello? Nope, I can only reach out for your soul. No, fair enough. Now what have we in here? Surely this is fine. Oh, early colonial history of the Deerwood, huh? Perhaps I'll read that later. Hey, who have we here? Hey, Carouser, greetings! Grab a drink, friend, not much worth in this town. Well, but the drink is, well, good to know. It's over here. Greetings! Full to sickness with what you've seen of this place and its people. I mean, can't say I blame you, friend. They are quite pleasant, after all. Okay. Over here, Strong Blade, Bright Blade, not Blight Blade. Very different. Hello, Strom. Can I reach out for your soul too? Yeah, okay then. I see a group of young men standing around a makeshift practice target. This man stands in the middle of them. Oh, good. Explaining the construction and use of a bow. Well, that's good. You seem like a good sort. He holds it up, pointing out each part as he speaks about it and what it does. He then walks away from the target, telling them to remain where they are, and takes his place, about 200 feet away. He carefully lines up a shot, explaining what he's doing as he does, and lets the arrow fly. It hits the target dead center, much to the surprise and delight of the boys near it. He smiles, walking toward the boys, talking about proper stance and how to most effectively hold the bow. A noise comes from a tree line near their practice venue. He stops, scanning the woods, blue eyes squinting against the sun. A shadow moves, making its way through the forest behind him. He draws an arrow and lines up the shot, carefully tracking the motion of the hidden creature. Losing the arrow, he wastes no time and quickly grabs another. The boys spin, watching the arrow fly into the forest, immediately lost among the trees. It's a sudden explosive movement in the undergrowth as a deer erupts from the tree line, running across the edge of the clearing. The boys laugh, turning to joke with the man about his lousy shot. They stop talking, see him holding the bow and leading the deer with a knocked arrow. They drop to the ground as he looses the last arrow, which flies true and strikes the deer right behind its shoulder, piercing heart and lungs and dropping it dead almost immediately. The boy stared at the deer for a few seconds, then slowly turned to look at the man, newfound respect in their eyes. He smiles again and breathes a quiet sigh of relief. Yes, good, it was just a deer. He seemed like a good man. Noted. Strong, bright blade. Yes, we remember you, friend. And Selena Vertino. I presume you have a soul I can reach out to. Oh, yes, here we go, Selena. Let's see what we have. You see a woman emptying her satchel onto her bed, taking stock of her inventory. Potions, bandages, tinctures, and herbs are scattered throughout her room. Haphazardly, she bites her lip, held tilted to the side, considering. She begins to repack one item after the other, careful deliberation undercut by shaking hands. Each item has a clearly marked place, but no matter how she repacks it, she isn't satisfied. The shaking worsens as she empties it once more. One hand held to her mouth. Tears eke from her eyes as she gives up all semblance of order and shoves everything she can in the satchel, grabbing it and running out of the bear house. Straightening her back, she walks to the docks, chin high, eyes hard and red. A gangly young elf offers his condolences, but she can't see him for the ocean ahead of her. She wanders the docks, offering her services as a doctor to any who will listen. Anyone heading out on a high tide. Less than an hour later, she watches her childhood disappear in the distance, the tiny speck of an island, and tries not to jump. Oh my. Selena, I like you too. We'll remember your name. Oh, hello, drunkard. Another fool come to answer Redrick's invitation? Yes, indeed. Great Lord had your sister run out of town after the buoy. The buoy was born? How does one birth a buoy? I'm confused. Nice and dry in here, indeed. Well, let's see. This looks like where I need to be. Who else is here? There's a couple more villagers. And Pasca, are you the innkeeper? Oh yes, welcome, the Black-Eyed Innkeeper. Pleasure to have you. I'd like a room, please. Excellent. Let's see. I'll take... I have 138 copper pieces. I suppose I'll sleep in the common room? Yes, that sounds good. Oh, I can recruit people too. Interesting. What else can I do here? Oh, get drinks, camping supplies, retrain my character, manage my party. How quaint. Very nice. Oh yes, let's rest in the common room. Oh, hello! Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. So, like normal then. Excellent. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of the Gilded Vale's gallows tree. The creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Oh, that very pleasant tree I saw when I came into town. No, that's great. It is the stuff of nightmares after all. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face is shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she's mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they're empty, and behind them is vast nothingness that makes your stomach tremble. Oh, pleasant! What's going on here? Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust runs at her, she speaks a word. Watcher. Oh, and I dropped awake. Foul smell of the dwarf, woman's breast over her mane and her nostrils. This is interesting. I think that machine did a thing to me. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her digging her face when you spoke to the magistrate. Oh, he called her the Animancer. Oh, I see she's got the bottle of troll piss. We should go get that. It fills you with new queasy apprehension. You feel strange compulsion to see the woman once more. Oh, okay. Yes. I get experience for having terrible dreams. Excellent. Alright then.
Hello.
It's Dr. Bosco Littlemore. Hello, yes. Could use some reliable help. Do you know anyone looking for work? Sure, let me see what I have to work with there. Need more money. Well, I guess I need to go grind some loot.
Hail and well met.
I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We got a lot of new faces in here, too. Fewer than we used to. A little bit. I used to work at tables, naturally. Actually. Not naturally, but naturally, right? Until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. He even left his poor hound behind. Oh, that dog upstairs is his? Oh, I see. The Black Hound. Oh, poor dog. I gave her some good pets. I didn't know she was a girl, though. Didn't check. Alright, wait, farewell then. I may go give her some more pets up there. On my way out. She is a good girl.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oh, I see what you did there. Still creep this origin. Who's a good girl? Yes, you are. Hey, I could use a good dog. Here, girl. Okay, an item Black Hound added to the stash. Can I keep it out and not put it in the stash? Over here, bones are covered in tiny bite marks. Naturally. Alright, hang on. I'm not gonna keep the animal in the stash. How does this work? I mean, let's, here we go. This looks promising. Yes, hello. She trots along at your heels, gazing up devotedly whenever you come to a stop. Oh, very good. She'll always be there. Okay, let's see. Suppose I should talk to these fellows. Does this ale taste funny to you? I hope not. Good day, friends. Oh, aloft. I see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and shopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. No, I see. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest... Oh, fellow elf! Hello, sir!
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
That sounds quite reasonable. I would agree with him.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Oh, come now. Everyone calm down. Whatever this is about, I'm sure it's an overreaction. Ooh. We're humble folk, but we're no fools, not like you thinks, mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take that kind of talk with foreigners. No. Oh, well then. I see. We're in Happy Town.
Go on.
Gilded Happy Town.
I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cock's feather!
Oh, well, I see. The kindling touch.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
No, let's not do that. Let's not be hasty, friend.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say... whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh qua.
That's where you're wrong.
Let's see. No, friends, this is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. Oh, yeah, fair enough. He squinted at me through red, bleary eyes. Sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Yeah. Oh, I see. Well, I guess it's time for combat. Ah! Okay, fire time. First, we'll put the shield up, and then we'll use a little cold attack. Yes, yeah, quite. Yeah, there we go. As the last of the attacker falls, the elf turns to you. The tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Yes, well, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
You would be correct. Straightens his head and he notes there remains a friendly embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked at the dirt from many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine. Oh, yes, of course.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Oh, hi, Aloth. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Yeah, excellent idea.
And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we became separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan Ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing and the rest would kill you outright.
Yes, the
I'm
Grand
curious.
Arrows.
What exactly did you find there?
Well, I did find several hooded figures operating a strange machine. He goggles at me silently, apparently assessing my earnestness. Finally, gives you a clipped, awkward laugh. Yes, that's about right for Arannis. Good job.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
Oh, I mean, almost constantly. Oh, what are you doing here in Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Oh yes, quite. And me, well... like you said, I'm also a sub.
Indeed. In that case, welcome to Gilded Vale, a true refuge from civilization.
Indeed. How did you manage to cross these through your own?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
I mean, you did allow one man to perform his sister. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few points. The accent doesn't help. Yeah, interesting. I see. For which I'm grateful. Let's discuss something else, shall we? Okay. You don't exactly look like a settler. Well, then again, I suppose I don't either, but, you know, we'll ask the question anyway.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you.
Yeah, fair.
Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Indeed. Well, I suppose I should get going then.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Oh, yes, so do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Sounds great. What could go wrong with two wizards in one party? That sounds like a great idea. good, friend. We're going back to the awesome tree. But first, we're gonna pick the death berries. No, Barrett's about. Presumably, there's some way to do something with these. Let's see, what have I? Quests, Jonah. Notes. I can make my own notes. That's interesting. I believe the awesome tree is this way. Somewhere. No, I found some stairs under the awesome tree. Greetings, friends. Phalian. As I near, I feel the vibrant tree containing the essence of this man's soul. Now, time to reach out for it. Hasn't gone wrong so far. I'll do it again. I see a pennant waving tall and sluggish in the wind, a rising sun embroidered on the banner, vanguard of a small troop of paladins. The atmosphere is buoyant to first rain, and their armor has not yet been tarnished by the elements. This expedition is fresh, young, filled with zest and zeal. At their head stands a commander, awkward in full armor but determined in step. Despite the excitement of his fellows, he does not smile. He's a proper paladin. There's a twist to his mouth. His countenance grim, he throws up a hand, halting his troop. Silence falls among them, revealing dark thunder deep and low. You orders them to ready their weapons and spread out. Eyes dart from horizon to horizon, necks twisting to see the source of the sound. In the distance, dust and lightning arise from the ground as Stygian clouds race toward them overhead. The soldiers stand, only the staccato movement of their breath betraying their nerves. The commander closes his eyes, calling a blessing down on his troop. Invigorated, invincible, they wait as their enemy draws closer, poised to attack. Yeah. You seem like a fun paladin. It's a finisher over there. Alright, well, we need to talk to... This is going to sound strange enough, but we're going to talk to somebody on the happy tree here. Yes, just hang on. Just stand by and I'll demonstrate. Kadara Deverante, the squat distorted body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bout that sizes its leg fingers. The bloody purple flesh of a yak, often wearing patches like Mobian linen. Oh, great! Touches the rope that suspends her. Her ankle set falls forward rigidly from one side to the other while the breeze shifts. So, I'm going to talk to her. Just bear with me here. Perceive the faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings because it's tepid warmth to it. You feel somehow you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Hey, well, it hasn't gone bad yet. Let's try it. Take a deep breath, calming your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you've expanded enough to reach her, there's a sudden jolt to your mind. A ringing electric surge of images and words with no sounds. Oh, words and sounds. Not words with no sounds. That would be interesting, but it's not that. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she's staring at you with eyes clouded in milky fog. Yes, hello. Her body still swaying in the wind, you no longer feel. From a tree that stands planted in the misty void, the woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you. Oh, well, greetings, it worked.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Yes, I think so. I don't think I'm imagining this. But I am curious, how are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
Oh, well, good. I need to understand something that's happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child. Oh.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
Yes, that sounds about right.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Oh, I see. Well, what is a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I.
Not much of a study,
I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
Right, before you hung from the happy tree.
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how.
Oh, well, that seems like an interesting thing to just forget.
A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
I wonder, am I one of those souls between were lost? Or am I really a watcher? Is this gonna sixth sense me? Don't you sixth sense me? Oh, anyway, what did you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
No, like the symptoms on a drug ad. Understood.
You should see old Meerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Oh, Kadnua. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. I think I survived a bivouac. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing.
Oh, yes, of course.
Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
Ah, yes, unfortunately. So you said souls break apart over time?
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No.
Oh, how unfortunate.
A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Very interesting. I'd like to know something about you.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
Oh, well, we'll see who gets bored first. Who are you?
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara de Baranzi, of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences. Not the greatest of their number, but I came here all the same because this was where help was needed.
Yeah, I see. Well, what happened to you? She laughs, a rasping choke cackle escaping between rose and buttery yellow teeth, causing her body to bob up and down with each spasm. Seeing her blank expression, she catches herself.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer.
I kinda meant, like, how did you get here? But, you know, obvious answer, sure.
Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
That it was Lord Radric's problem and she's fine?
Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
How unfortunate. Hey, it sounds like a him problem, though. I mean, perhaps I'll go talk to him about that. What's an animancer?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are.
Oh, interesting. What about the best of you?
But the best of us? The best? Inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins. Miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other, turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid.
Yes, that sounds excellent.
It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear.
Oh, indeed.
Of course, dear.
I did think I had other questions, but, I think I'm good. Farewell. Thank you for your time. Well, as it was, I'm not sure how important that is at this stage, but, regardless, farewell.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
No, of course. Yes. Oh, I was granted Crucible of the Soul. That sounds good. Question mark? Yes, probably good. Oh, Eloth says, are you alright? You seemed lost just now. Oh, yes, I'm fine. It happens a lot. You'll have to get used to it. That's good to know, but I don't suppose you could tell me what that was all about. Well, I'm a watcher. Well, that's interesting. And I expect that has something to do with the hooded figures in the ruins, In any case, I appreciate your honesty since we're traveling together. It's probably wise for us to share these things. Well, do you know anything about watchers? They love. Only that they're rare, and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, as you just demonstrated. Yeah, fair enough. Let's continue on. Oh look, another level. I think I need more lore points. Surely none of the rest of them are useful. Okay, fine. I don't know that I necessarily need that. We'll do survival, I suppose. Maybe mechanics? Yes, yeah, access to places. Quite. We'll do that. And maybe one in survival, fine. Fine. And another... Ooh, a level 2 spell. Where's the fireball? A ray of fire? That sounds like a good start. Scorching ray of flame between a cast on the target. Yes, that sounds good. What about rolling flame? A rebounding ball of fire? Absolutely. That sounds incredible. We'll take that. Let's see what else we have here. Combusting wounds. Oh, yeah, that's also fire. That sounds like it would be good. Let's pull luck against the element. Also would probably be good to have at some point. We'll take the fire one. Ray of fire and rolling flame, check. Okay. Is that all? Appears to be all. Okay. What about my wizard friend here? I think you need to be the smarter one of us here with surviving. We need some help in that area. And probably some in mechanics too. Yeah, thank you, friend. What are your spells of choice? I say... Hey, what flavor are you going to be? I'll probably take mirrored images. Yes, mirrored image. Yes, corrosive siphon sounds like it suits you. We'll take it. Excellent work. Well,
17 and a half.
And a half, you say? Hey, Ada. The smell of pipe smoke and what's earthy sweet winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with a straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall. His pipe filters just one meaty hand. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
Hey, what are you talking about? Are you counting the happy tree?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them.
Yes, well, yes, fair enough.
Last I counted, anyway.
Is that what you people do for fun around here? Says Elaf.
Name's Adair.
Hey, Adair.
Out of the people around here, might as well be 19.
Yeah,
Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
What was that about a dwarf?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
Yeah, I would agree. What makes you think I was interested in a dwarf woman? He looks at you a moment, his brow arched, his smirk broadened.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
what a watcher is.
Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
Oh, I understand. None taken. Good, they don't mean it personal when they hear folks here. I have to remind myself.
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Oh, which war? Saints War, only one in my lifetime. Philip decides he's the living incarnation of Arannis, overthrows Raid, Siras, marches on Deerwood. So we give him a Deerwoodian hello. Oh, that's good. Who is Arannis? Got a rebirth and redemption. Formerly, anyhow. Maybe they call him something different where you're from. Oh, that's fair. Another question. Why was your headman hanged? Got involved? Brady sent one down here the other day, said they had it on good authority. Someone in town was working with Kalsk, but Raid's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so switch in, that's my headman. He steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. Bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting as Raidric, then for protecting me. What does your town have against you?
Pick the wrong god. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, and then I did too. But, he didn't make it back.
Oh, sorry to hear that, friend.
After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me.
Oh, I see.
Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Eli glances at me and lowers his voice. You could see why I was eager to leave. Oh, yes, understood. If you're next to be hanged, friend, then what are you still doing here? Drinking mostly? Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured where I'm going. Not a whole lot of places where that don't think the Widen's legacy started with Waypoint. Yeah, that's fair. We could travel together. Where are you headed? Well, some place called Cadenor. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I should probably remember to do that.
A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before.
I don't know. You're welcome to come with us, though.
Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
Oh, I have no desire to see you swing from trees. That's a fine reason if I've heard one since they laugh.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
That's fair. Well, let's get going, friend.
Hey.
Yes, welcome. I think that will be the end of tonight's adventure. We'll say goodbye to the happy tree. And next time we'll go to Cave North. Sounds fun. Let's go over here. And we'll call it an evening. Thanks, friends. Keep asking questions and doing things in ridiculously silly ways.